What's up everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be going over how to get the Wish Ender exotic kinetic bow. It's one of the new hidden exotics that was added in along with the Shattering Throne dungeon on Tuesday this past reset. So what you're seeing on screen now is just the path that you need to take in order to get to the launch of the dungeon. There's a couple things you will need. You're going to go ahead and need to have a fire team for this. It'll be pretty difficult to do solo. And you will also need a tincture of Queen's Foil. I'm sure everyone knows what that is. If not, you can look up what that is also. But pretty much you're going to need to go to, after you know where you need to go, you're going to need to go to the Tangled Shore and to the Four-Horn Gulch. And there's going to be a little wisp thing there, and you're going to activate it. And it'll lead you along the path pretty much to get to this point. Once you're in this room, you're going to go ahead and kill everything in the middle to go ahead and get rid of this blight. Kill these three kind of small elites, and then there's going to be three bosses that come up. They're not too difficult, like I said, as long as you have a fire team. You shouldn't be too bad. So those are the elites that we're just killing right now. They're going to spawn the bosses up. What we were running for this, we were actually running 3 hunters. We had 2 tethers and 1 blade barrage. But this can easily be done with any kind of super setup. So what you're doing right now is pretty much proving your worth. And you'll see what I'm talking about later in the video. You're going to get 3 items from this, and the idea behind what we're doing is you need to go ahead and charge these little token things you get, and you're going to do that in the Shattering Throne dungeon. So there's going to be certain things you need to do in each encounter, each of the first 2 encounters, I believe. It's the first encounter, and then right after the first encounter, and then during the second encounter with the ogre. So after you kill these bosses, you're going to go ahead and get these 3 tokens, and then head on over back to the Shattering Throne. So here are the 3 items. Like I said, they will go straight to your inventory. Each one has a different name. They will be in your pursuit tab. So you have the Dreaming Token of Zaveth. The next one will be the Dreaming Token of Quirim. And last but not least, we have the Dreaming Token of Urivix. So like I said, after you get these 3, you're pretty much proving your worth. You're going to want to go into the Shattered Throne. Once you get to the first encounter, go ahead and start it, but don't finish it. And you're going to need to follow the path I take up to pretty much where a hidden orb is, or a relic, I guess you could say. Now this relic is one of the ones where you throw it. You don't actually swing with it. It's important to note that you don't want to finish the first encounter before doing this. Or else you will not be able to complete this challenge and get the Wish Ender. So just follow this path up. You're going to need to have one person that gets the relic and another person go to a different area, just to so they can throw the orb. And then the objective here is to there's going to be statues that will be holding their own orbs, and one of the statues will not have an orb in its hands. So here you'll see me getting over to where the orb is, or the relic, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go across the way, and Finn right here, the guy I was doing it with, is going to go ahead and throw it to me. And then I'm going to set it in. After I set it in the statue's hands, it's going to summon 2 big Minotaur elites. And after you kill them, this will actually charge up your token. And then after that, you can go ahead and just complete the activity like normal, and go on to the next area. And you can complete the second token. So this next area will be the platforming area where all the ogres spawn on the platforms, or I guess you could say scaffolding kind of looking thing. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is go throughout the entire area and make sure all the ogres spawn. This will make it a lot easier to where you don't have to deal with them later on. So go through, make all the ogres spawn, and the relic will actually be, if you go up and take the first right, it'll be behind a pillar looking thing. And the statue you need to deposit the orb in will be, I believe it's 2 rows down on the right. You'll see it here in the video. But for this one, you will actually need to do something else after you do this. The hidden room that you go into after this, not the hidden room, but the next area, you will need to do something in there with another orb. So after you deposit that orb on the scaffolding with the ogres, you're going to go ahead and go into the darkness zone where you're slowed with all the shadow thrall. Go on up to the right here and grab this orb. Now the two people who don't have the orb will need to protect the orb carrier. I found Sunshot was really good at the spot because you can just, shoot and kill one enemy and the explosions just chain. We also had 2 Night Stalker Hunters just for tethering, just chain tethers pretty much with Orpheus Rig. And it made it really easy. So you're going to just take your normal route that you did during the encounter and go down, jump out of the darkness zone, and then you will be in a room, and if you go up to kind of towards the middle, you will see the statue on the right that does not have an orb in its hands. And then once you deposit that, you will actually need to progress even further for this step. This next part's pretty easy though. So if you look over there to the right, you see it. This next part, you just need to run up in the next area and go ahead and kill a Taken Knight that spawns. It will be a couple waves of ads first, and then the Knight will spawn. And he's not too hard. Just like I said, tether him, and then use like a high damage roaming super or blade barrage or something like that to kill him. And then this will charge your second token. And then after this, we will be charging the third one. Alright, so for the third and final charging of the token, this is where you're going to go ahead and need to pop your Tincture of Queen's Foil. So what you're going to want to do here is just do the encounter like you normally do, kill the 4 witches and get your 4 buffs. But then when you slam on the plate to bring down the ogre's shield, I'm standing right by the thing where you'll need to deposit the orb actually. But pretty much when you slam to bring down the boss's shield, there will be a Minotaur that spawns in the back right of the room from the entrance. Once you kill him, he is going to go ahead and drop a relic, and you will go ahead and take the relic that he drops, take to the statue I was just by. For this part, you really only need 2 people, 1 person carrying the relic and 1 person shooting the Axion darts that will be following them. The third person can go ahead and just get some damage down on the boss, because you will need to beat the boss encounter. This is the third and final token that you need to charge, but you do need to beat the boss encounter to get to the next part to actually receive the bow. So like I said, just to recap, go ahead and do the encounter like normal. Get your 4 stacks from the wizards. Bring the boss's shield down. Have 1 person damage the boss while the other 2 people kill the Minotaur. He's not an elite. While they kill the Minotaur, grab the orb and go deposit it into the statue. After this, kind of a smaller ogre will spawn. So you'll have the main boss, which is the bigger ogre, and then a smaller one. Once you kill the smaller one, that will actually charge your medallion. So it's very important that you don't kill the boss before you kill that other ogre. I'm not sure if the Minotaur spawns more than once or if he only spawns once. All I know is that you need a tincture for you to be able to see him. So as you'll see right here, I'm gonna res my teammates, kill the small ogre, and then my third medallion will be charged. And like I said, you will need to go ahead and finish this encounter, beat the boss, and then you will be talking to the statue where you originally got your reward after beating this, where you present your talisman. So here's the smaller ogre that you need to kill to charge the medallion. As you can see, there's quite a bit of a size difference. So go ahead and kill him, and he will charge your third medallion. And then after you do that, go ahead and beat the boss encounter like normal. And then proceed to the statue right after the boss room, and you're going to go ahead and present your 3, I guess you can call them tokens, medallions, whatever you want. And then this is where you will receive the Wish Ender bow. This was a really cool quest line. The bow itself is not that great, but it's still really cool. It's something to chase after, and it drops powerful. So if you guys enjoyed the video, thumbs up would be appreciated. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.